There are moments in life that define who we become, moments that separate who we were from who we're destined to be. For Mel Maria, that moment happened the first time she stood before a camera. The lights were dim, the room quiet, and the air filled with nervous anticipation. But when the shutter clicked, something inside her shifted. It wasn't just about posing or looking beautiful. It was about expression, emotion, and freedom. She didn't just want to be seen. She wanted to say something with her presence. Before we dive into this journey, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support allows us to keep sharing inspiring real-life stories like this. Stories that motivate, empower, and remind us that dreams only come alive when we chase them with everything we have. Mel Maria's story doesn't begin in glamour. It begins with determination, a young woman with a heart full of hope and a mind full of vision. She wasn't born into fame or fortune. She came from modest beginnings, a place where dreams often had to compete with reality. But even as a child, she had that rare kind of fire, the one that refuses to die no matter how strong the wind gets. She grew up watching others give up on their ambitions, hearing voices that told her to stay safe, to be realistic. But Mel couldn't silence the call within her. She didn't know how she'd do it, but she knew she had to. She wanted to stand for something more than surface beauty. She wanted to represent confidence, resilience, and authenticity. In those early days, she didn't have professional makeup artists or big photographers waiting for her. She had creativity, passion, and vision. She'd set up her own shoots, use natural light, improvise with what she had, and pour emotion into every frame. While others saw limits, she saw potential. Every photograph became her silent rebellion, her way of saying, "I belong here." But behind those early pictures was struggle. There were times she felt invisible, times when she'd pour her heart into something only to be met with silence. The modeling industry could be harsh, especially for someone who didn't fit its rigid expectations. People told her she wasn't tall enough, unique enough, perfect enough. Every rejection stung, but Mel refused to let it define her. Instead, she let it sharpen her. She realized early that dreams are not for the faint-hearted. They demand courage, the courage to stand alone, to start small, and to believe when no one else does. Each failure became her teacher, each obstacle a test of how badly she wanted it. And she wanted it more than anything. Her breakthrough didn't come with one big opportunity, but with consistency, posting, learning, improving, and showing up even when she felt unseen. Slowly, people started noticing. Her confidence, her storytelling through photos, and her authenticity stood out. She wasn't just another face. She was a feeling, a presence that inspired others to look within themselves. But Mel wasn't satisfied with personal success. The more she grew, the more she saw how many others struggled to find a space where they belonged. So many aspiring models were full of talent but lacked guidance, opportunity, or representation. That realization sparked an even bigger dream, to build something greater than herself. That dream became the Mel Maria Agency. It began as an idea scribbled in a notebook, a vision to create a platform that celebrated diversity, authenticity, and self-worth. Mel wanted to create an agency where every model, regardless of shape, background, or skin tone, could feel valued. Starting an agency was no small task. There were times when she almost gave up. Financial setbacks, endless paperwork, lack of resources, every step came with challenges. But Mel kept going. She remembered how she once had no one to guide her, and she was determined to be that guiding light for others. She started small, a shared office, a borrowed camera, and a few brave models who believed in her dream. She personally trained them, not just in modeling techniques, but in mindset. She taught them how to walk with confidence, how to speak with purpose, and how to love themselves beyond the mirror. She would often say, "Your beauty is your story. Let the world read it through your courage." Word spread. Her agency started gaining attention, Not because it had the most glamorous setups, but because it had heart. Clients noticed the passion and professionalism her models carried. Brands began reaching out. The small dream that once lived only in Mel's mind began taking shape in the real world. But it wasn't just about success, it was about impact. Through her agency, Mel created mentorship programs for aspiring models who couldn't afford traditional training. She invited speakers to share about confidence, mental health, and financial independence. Her goal was never just to create models, it was to create leaders. The Mel Maria agency became a movement, a space where beauty met purpose. Her models represented more than brands. They represented hope. Each of them became a living symbol of her belief that anyone can rise, no matter where they start. As the agency grew, Mel found herself juggling roles: a founder, a mentor, a creator, and still a model at heart. She worked long nights, reviewing portfolios, helping her team, and ensuring that her agency stayed true to its mission. There were setbacks, but she treated every challenge as preparation for the next victory. There came a moment when one of her first signed models walked a major international runway, the kind of stage Mel once dreamed of. Watching from the sidelines, tears welled in her eyes. It wasn't jealousy or regret. It was pride, the pure, overwhelming pride of seeing her dream multiply through others. In that moment, she understood the power of creating something that outlives your own ambition. Mel Maria became more than a name. She became a symbol. Her agency's success inspired a wave of empowerment across the modeling world. She began speaking publicly, sharing her journey, reminding others that success is not about who notices you, but about how deeply you believe in yourself before they do. She often tells her story to young dreamers who think they've failed before they've even started. "I wasn't chosen," she says. "I chose myself. And you can too." Mel's words echo in the hearts of thousands who follow her journey. Her authenticity, kindness, and vision continue to inspire women around the world to step into their light, no matter how long the shadows have been. Her agency now represents models globally, diverse, confident, and unapologetically real. They carry her philosophy in every photo shoot, campaign, and runway. That beauty begins with self-belief, and that true elegance comes from within. Through every milestone, Mel stays grounded. She still takes time to mentor individually, reminding her team that success is not a destination, but a responsibility to inspire, uplift, and leave a mark that helps others rise. Her story is living proof that no dream is too small when backed by purpose. She turned rejection into redirection, pain into passion, and ambition into legacy. And the most beautiful part of her journey is that she never lost her humanity. She remains the same woman who once stood before a simple camera, full of nerves but filled with fire. Except now, she carries that fire not just for herself, but for countless others following behind her. If Mel's story has touched you today, take a moment to subscribe, share this story, and leave a comment about what inspired you most. Because stories like hers deserve to be told, and your support helps them reach hearts that need hope. In every sense, Mel Maria has become a voice of strength, a reminder that dreams do not die in the dark. They bloom when we dare to believe in the light within us. When asked what success means to her, she once said, "It's not the fame, the covers, or the applause. It's when someone tells me, 'Because of you, I didn't give up.' That's when I know I've succeeded." Her life is the embodiment of that statement. Success not measured by wealth, but by worth. Not by status, but by service. And as she continues to build, evolve, and inspire, one truth remains. Mel Maria didn't just build an agency. She built a legacy. A legacy that tells every dreamer watching this right now, you are enough. You are capable. And no matter where you start, you can rise higher than you ever imagined. Because the world will always try to tell you who you should be. But just like Mel Maria, You have the power to write your own story, to build your own destiny, one bold step at a time. And maybe one day, someone will tell your story. The story of how you believed, how you fought, how you built something beautiful from nothing. Because that's what Mel did. And if she could do it, so can you.